When I arrived at that place, it was the 28th of Ramadan, and many people had gathered there. They were there to seek treatment and become healthy, but such an incident occurred that took their lives. When they were showing the pictures of the victims, the fourth one was my martyred brother's picture.
The Pakistani military regime, which neither recognizes the value of humanity nor abides by any principles, has once again revealed its dark face of oppression. At around 9 p.m. on the 27th night of the blessed month of Ramadan, the regime's jet aircraft carried out bombings targeting innocent people who had gathered in the hope of saving lives. A place that should have been filled with the warmth of healing was instead overtaken by the cold wave of death. This act by the Pakistani military regime was not just an attack, but a dark blow against hope, the hope that shone in the eyes of the patients and lived in the prayers of their families. But suddenly, everything changed, the fragile threads of life were torn apart. And the cries of pain merged with the silence of the night.
On the 27th day of the month of Ramadan, the Pakistani military forces conducted an airstrike on a remedy and treatment center in Kabul. In this brutal attack, over 400 people were martyred. We have begun recording interviews with the families of these martyrs. We will be speaking with the families of Martyr Rais Khan and Martyr Hamidullah. Stay with us. How are you? Are you okay? I hope so. Yes, thanks. Have a sit, please.
When we heard the news, it was 11 o'clock at night. We went to the hospital, but they told us to leave because all the martyrs and injured were being transferred. We went to the hospital again, and the next evening we found his body at the forensic medicine department. We had taken him to the hospital hoping he would recover. He spent one night there, but on the second night, he was martyred as a result of the cruel bombardment by the Pakistani forces.
They told us that they would share the list so we could see if our brother was among the victims. When we saw the list, we couldn't find my brother Hamid's name. They asked us to search the hospitals. We asked which hospital, and they told us to go to Wazir Akbar Khan Hospital, the 400-bed hospital. When we went there, we saw the list of martyrs, innocent people who had been martyred. Again, we asked where to go next, and they told us to go to the forensic medicine department. When I went to forensic medicine at 11 o'clock, there was a big TV in the mosque, showing pictures of the martyrs. When my brother's picture appeared, I asked them to zoom in on it. Everyone had been burned very cruelly, but when the picture was zoomed, I recognized my brother by his two front teeth and his chin.
There were no military personnel there. They were all addicts and innocent people. Just as the sun cannot be hidden by two fingers, there were hundreds of people, all hoping to get well and support their families and homes.
The number of martyrs I saw with my own eyes in the hospital, it was unbearable. Some had lost their heads or hands, some had only 2 hands, others only flesh. Is it not hard for anyone to see such a scene?
If there are human rights organizations, they must ask about this. If they are Muslims, or if other Islamic countries care, why are they silent? Why do they let Pakistan act with impunity? This was not the only place they bombed. Was this a military site? There were addicts inside. They dropped bombs on civilian homes in Jalalabad, martyring 11 people. Were these military targets? They martyred many others in Khost. Were they military too? They bombed civilian areas. Why are Islamic countries silent? Why are they not asking?
Our demand from those who always claim to represent human rights is this: when did you ever question Pakistan about whether they hit military targets? They only hit civilians. Even the United Nations must respond to attacks on civilians, not just Pakistan, because they are supposed to stand with the people. What is the meaning of the United Nations if not to protect civilians?
Our youth have been martyred. What use is the world to me now, after losing hundreds of young lives? Today, people are searching hospitals, hoping to find at least a piece of flesh to gain some patience. They were torn to pieces. Why? As if we were at war with Israel?
It was not only my brother who was martyred. All of them were our brothers, all of them were Afghanistan's martyrs. Believe me, no one knew how Eid passed this year. Everyone was filled with sorrow and concern in their homes.